Good morning, people. This is Michael Kelly. January 17, 2024. Still on my whole situation in Jamaica. People, how much more corrupt can the government and the system of Jamaica be? How much corrupt can it get? People, to date, I have not received a cent for my house that Tanya Walters Powell sell and have the government of Jamaica backing her. People, I said this woman tamper with the receipt she has transferred my money with. And the police, the JCF, will not investigate because of government. Government has them in the palm of their hands. This woman breached every single protocol of the law and is out there scotch-free. She commit fraud, theft, and you name them, everything she has done wrong. Yes, the Bar Association are aware of it. The Bar Association had her to give me back my money. She appealed it. It's there on Google. People go Google it. Tanya Walters Powell versus Michael Anthony Kelly. Google it, it's there. The Bar Association ordered her after a long haul, say pay me back my money. She appealed that order, set a date for November. That date in November fly through. It went to December. Judge alone trial. It go through from the 11th of December, the week of the 11th of December 2022, and finish. And to date, no ruling, people. Ruling is reserved. How much more corrupt can it get? How much more can it drown out? People, they are giving this woman all the time in the world she invests my money, and she is getting all the time in the world for it mature. How much more corrupt can it be? People, if I had done something not even 1/3 of what she have done, I would be behind bars long time ago. Maybe my bone would start rotting behind bars now. And this woman have politician in her pocket and surround her in the body club. And people, no justice. People, I am calling on corporate Jamaica, and I'm calling on the diaspora again, and every single person and entity, company get involved. Jamaica again need help, people. People, Jamaica need a change. Thanks.
People. Que pasa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called the double standard that exists in a Jamaica, depending on who you are, depending on your status. It depends on the result, the effort, and the outcome that you might get. For those of you that are not familiar with the person at the start of this video, his name is Mr. Michael Kelly. Born Jamaican, living in a Cayman. He had a house in Linstead. He contacted real estate agent / lawyer Tanya Walters Powell. She sold the house. All of the transaction went through when she was supposed to take her amount 10% or 20% and then return the balance from the buyer to the seller, that money was not forthcoming. She claimed that the account was hacked and somebody sent her some sorts of email telling her to transfer the money to a bank account in the United States. That bank account had nothing to do with Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly did not advise her by phone or through any sorts of email. She took it upon herself to do so because it was a part of her diabolical scam sham to rob this man of his money. He made a complaint to the GLC, General Legal Counsel, which is the body that oversees any sorts of lawyer, make sure that they're on the straight and narrow path. However, he has not been getting any sorts of result. I think that the house was sold in 2018. We are presently in 2024. So therefore, 6 years or so. Don't quote me on the dates. The case went to the GLC. This man, Mr. Kelly, presented all of the evidence. I mean, it is clear cut. If you sell something for somebody, you sign a contract, the person gives you an account in which the money is supposed to be sent, and you send it to other accounts, you are pretty much responsible, whether you claim that it was a fraud or not. The people from the bank, they came and they said, no, the account was sent from her, the transfer was sent from her to her or to whoever she had set up to collect Mr. Kelly's money. All of this was in the case in the GLC. However, the GLC said that she too was a victim, meaning the lawyer Tanya Stephen Walters Stephen Powell. She was also a victim of the scam. People, I am not sure how the GLC, which is supposed to be the governing body of lawyers, come to that conclusion. It is irrational. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense if they had an iota of sense in them head. So therefore, you know that this has to do all with the Body Club. This man has been going back and forth, but like I said, these people always use the delay tactics. These people are in league with each other. These people cover up for each other. So therefore, if you are a common man, you might not get the results because they would rather to protect their criminal people, counterparts, than for people to get justice. So pretty much the GLC did not disbar this lady from being any sort of lawyer in a Jamaica. Now people, isn't it kind of strange we saw exactly what happened to Mr. Isaac Buchanan, be it two separate kind of cases. All this man did is gave his opinion, be disrespectful about the DPP. He was suspended for 2 years. Barred for 2 years, even though he eventually appealed it and got the bar lift. Don't know the specifics on this. So this shows you clearly, these people, they are not about justice. I am going to show you the difference in the double standard when it comes to people like Mr. Kelly, the common Joe or Jane in a Jamaica, versus people that have money. There was a case presently in the courts, went to the DPP's office, Paula Llewellyn's office. It involves a man that is a chairman of the NWC National Water Commission and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Barnett. So pretty much they built some sorts of apartment, Charlemont I think it's called, apartment or development. On the permit that he seek, he said that this development consists of 12 one-bedroom dwellings. However, the KSAMC went and they signed off and said yes. After we do our review, inspection, that is exactly what it is. NEPA, which is the environmental body of Jamaica, went and they said, no, these are not 12 one-bedroom dwellings. These are 6 two-bedroom dwellings and 6 three-bedroom dwellings. So therefore, the report from the KSMC, AMC, whatever them call, and NEPA was totally polar opposites. They tried to put some sorts of stop order. Well, I don't think it worked because the building or the project or the development is complete. The case went to courts. The files went to the DPP. The DPP came back and made a ruling and said, you know, sir, we can't really charge them because the statute of limitation ran out. The report that was made against the Barnetts was about a month late. So, for example, the end date that they should have filed was December 2023. Conveniently, they signed January of 2024. So therefore, because of some sorts of technicality, because of some sorts of loophole, the DPP, Paula Llewellyn, came to the conclusion that, listen, we can't really charge them people because the statute of limitation ran out. So I say this to say that, isn't it weird that you find that these people, whenever them get in any sorts of trouble, there is always some sorts of loophole. There is always some sorts of technicality. The law can always bend for them at their convenience. People, do you think that this is coincidental? I think not. So people, the Integrity Commission stepped in. The regulatory body stepped in. They took the files. They took their complaint to the DPP. This man, Mr. Barnett, was put on administrative leave. He was the chairman of the NWC big position, where people are paid them bills. A whole heap of millions of dollars are being run through this company's accounts. However, we see that like most government-run entities, them pretty much bankrupt, whole lot of loss. So therefore, these people have power, these people have arrogance, these people get the backing, but these people are mostly incompetent knuckleheads by convenience. So it is people like this that explains why Jamaica is in the predicament that it is in. Because you give power to people that are dishonest. Because obviously, you know, when you get the plan, you go to the architect. Him devise a plan, him tell you, say, alright, we are going to build 12 one-bedroom. Then these 12 one-bedroom turn out to be 6 bedroom, 6 2-bedroom, 6 3-bedroom. So therefore, what you think is happening? He is definitely a cheat. Because it is going to be less taxes for the Jamaican. This person, developer, is going to pay less money because 1 bedroom versus 2 and 3 bedroom is a difference in the cost or a difference in what you pay. However, you are going to sell these 6 2-bedroom and 6 3-bedroom for bigger profit. So therefore, it tells you that this person is dishonest. This person is greedy. So why it is that this person is in a position of power where he is dealing with millions of dollars of Jamaican money, Jamaican purse. So at the end of the day, based on the findings of the DPP and the recommendation of the Integrity Commission and the regulatory body, the DPP says if the KSAMC wants, they can get the power to investigate Mr. Mark Barnett and his wife over. I will not be pressing any sorts of charges because based on the paperwork, it is past the time in which the charges can or should have been filed. Technicality, some sorts of psychs. So therefore, this man more than likely is going to be taken off administrative leave, get back him 100% pay, still has his property, depending on what the KSMAC decides to do. So now we see Mr. Donovan Williams, one of those mayors of Kingston and St. Andrew, come out and say, we are going to get to the bottom of this and we are going to make sure that the public is informed, give them update as to what is going on specifically as it pertains to that. But people, you and I know it is called delayed tactics. So when we analyze both of these cases, we can see the clear double standard that exists. We have to ask the question, is there some sorts of secret society, some sorts of lodge, some sorts of cult that exists in a Jamaica where people that are in the body club get exception, gets immunity from anything that is called the law? Because when we hear your Prime Minister, when we hear your Commissioner, Andrew Holness and Mr. Anderson, when we hear Fitzbailey, Tapopo, when we hear the JCF, when we hear MOCA, when we hear Financial Investigative Division, the Fraud Squad, not limited to them talk, you would think that they are very serious about crime. However, we can come to the conclusion based on their words, based on their actions, based on the results, that they are crime fighters by convenience. If you're in the body club, it determines the amount of effort, the amount of investigation, and most importantly, the results. It is evidenced by what is happening or what we've seen as it pertains to SSL, as it pertains to politicians, as it pertains to Popo, as it pertains to Amai Issa, that is a mother whose 9 or 10-year-old was missing, found him throat bust up in at the back of her vehicle. We saw exactly what happened to Paulwell. We saw exactly what happened to Silvera. However, people note, it is not because of just money, it is because of power. Because we saw exactly what happened to Usain Bolt. He was robbed in excess of about 10 million US dollars, that is. He got some sorts of top lawyer. However, he has gotten no sorts of results. Innocent man, rich in a real life, however, not a part of the body club, in which he learned the very hard way. Not to say that he thought he was in there, however, he learned very fast that, listen, money does not qualify. It is all about power. So when we compare and contrast the difference in the results of the Barnetts versus Mr. Kelly, Michael Kelly, that is, we see that the lawyer, Tanya Crooked Walters Powell, pretty much beat his case upon some sorts of technicality, some sorts of psychs, some sorts of loophole, using all sorts of delayed tactics. Isn't it weird how the laws and rules are written and bent in the favor of these criminal people in a Jamaica, all because of power, all because of body club? And I know that a lot of persons are going to say, well, them have money now, so therefore they can hire the services, retain the services of some sorts of top lawyer. But people, the truth and the fact is that most of the time, it has nothing to do with the evidence. Even worse, it has nothing to do with the lawyer, meaning the skill sets of the lawyer. However, that lawyer is too in the body club. So therefore, there is some sorts, or it seems as if there is some sorts of unwritten communication between the body club members. And like I've always said, what is understood does not need to be explained. So therefore, it seems as if there is some sort of natural phenomenon that is going on between these people that are in this lodge, in this cult, in this body club, that you and I that are outside cannot explain. However, anybody that is well thinking can see common sense and rational reasoning would tell you that there is definitely some sort of double standard that exists in a Jamaica, and it is being displayed on a daily basis regularly in a Jamaica. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.